Okay, sorry about that. I got cut off. I don't have that much memory on my phone, so I have to delete some old videos. So, we're talking about practical, you want more details and you want more of a schedule and something for people to, those, you want to appeal to the logical types of people. Now, emotional, you want to focus on like the benefits, what it'll bring to them, or what'll alleviate them from pain. Um, and a lot of times people are motivated more by pain than by pleasure. It's called loss aversion. They want to do everything in their power to. They would rather do everything in their power to lose rather than gain. So, for example, if there's a benefit of getting $100, um, if there's two tests and one of them is gaining $100 and the other is losing $100 if you don't accomplish that task, then the people that are losing $100 are more willing to, more pushed or persuaded to do that, take that action. And last, well, not last, but the last one of the four types, archetypes of people, is social. So with social, you want to show like testimonials of how you help people, or the number of clients that you served. And so you want to look at different, like Amazon is a really good website because there's hundreds of really smart people that are working on that, trying to find the optimal layout to sell someone on their site. So they show the price and it crossed out, and obviously that's bigger than the smaller price that the product actually is. And that's important because the smaller size of the number, uh, subconsciously your brain thinks that it is even smaller than it is. And crossing it out shows you the contrast bias. And sometimes Amazon offers free shipping. So if in my case, if I'm doing client SEO, I can do a free analysis or a free consultation, because the word free will appeal to people, and get your free consultation today or within 24 hours or 42 hours, um, 48 hours, whichever one works, and you just have to tweak it a little. So with all these, with selling on your website, you basically have three parts, maybe four. And the first one is you need a good hook slash headline. That's to hook people because throughout a day they see over 2,000 ads in a single day, whether through YouTube, TV, walking down the street, in listening to the radio, just browsing the internet. And so with that, especially in today, we kind of built like a bodyguard that guards our mind and basically phases out all the ads we see. So to have a good hook to get their attention is very necessary. It's one of the most important things because you need their attention first to sell them. Now, second, when you have their attention, you want to promise rewards. For example, I wrote here, so you can say something like, listen, over the past 20 years in business, we've worked together with brilliant minds of this industry. And we have a way that if you listen to what I'm telling you, we can help for very inexpensive. In the next few months, we can bring you more customers, and the only decision that you have to make, the only thing you have to worry about is how you're going to handle all those customers and how to keep them. So that could be something that you promise. For me, I want to bring businesses more clients so they can focus more on their business. Now, for our website, and even for them, what you want to focus on is the story, the why. And there's three things you can focus on. You can focus on the product or service that you're giving, the story of how that came to be, the story of a client. So not a I guess you could call it, what do they call it? Testimonial, but a case study. So you can show a case study of how you really skyrocketed someone's business, or you can focus on your own story of why you started the business you started on. Maybe you're a reluctant hero, or maybe you just found that you had such an uncanny skill that came so natural to you. And you really want to focus on the why. Like, why you, why not someone else? And that goes back to the book Start with the Why by Simon Sinek. And after all this, you want a CTA, a call to action, something that's easy and available, something that's really easy to access, because that touches on another bias called the availability bias, which is a really strong one too. Like if for example, I have a bunch of books right here. Actually, this is cool. This isn't it's a magazine, but it's one of my magazines, not mine, but someone did a magazine article about me, and I got onto the front cover. But it's a local magazine, so not too big. But for example, if we take a look here, I have a stack of books, and what this does, and a bunch of books here, and I have some books downstairs actually just lying around, and that's because of the availability bias. If I have more books around, I'll be willing to read more. Just like if you have a pull-up bar on the door, one of your doors, and you keep walking past it, it's a lot easier for you to do it because it's not in your way. So if you really capitalize on the availability bias, making it really easy to access, then that's just something that can remove blocks from people that want you to help them with, or for them to use your services. So yeah, not the best video, but this is kind of just for me. And if you happen to come across this video, welcome. And yeah, but I don't know. I don't expect anyone to watch this. It's just mixed in with all those YouTube videos. But who knows, maybe in 20 years when I'm actually made it and successful, people will just randomly find this. And I think it's cool that I'm documenting this and documenting what I'm learning. Another thing is I actually redid a personality test. The Myers-Briggs. It's a 16 personality test. There's extroverted, introverted, intuitive, thinker, feeler. No. Here, I have it right here. Or I did have it here. Let's see. There's intuitive and social. And there's thinker and feeler. Then there's judger or perceiver. And so the last time I took the test, I got ENTP. So extroverted, intuitive, thinker, perceiver. And this time I did it, I got it ESFP. So I got extroverted and perceiver again, but the two in the middle were changed. So that's social and feeler. And I believe last time I did the test, those were right on the mark. It was like 55% around. This time it's 60% the other way. So maybe it's just the different type of test that I did, or a different way I answered. So, and the funny thing is, I think ESFP and ENTP don't go together. They were advising that those two personality types don't mesh well, and I got both of them. So it's funny. I also did a different one. It's called the Hexaco test, the Hexaco PIR test, and it's just a little different, and I think it's newer. And I remember a guy named Ty Lopez was saying that it's more modern, or yeah, it's just a different personality test. So I'm working on that too. Anyways, I'm done talking now, and talk to myself later.